OK OK， 这个今天来玩一下这个 Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown 这游戏呢，我也买了有一段时间了，但是一直没有玩所以今天就买来今天就下载，昨天下载下来了，然后今天就打开体验一下这个对吧？空战爽游之最，万代南梦宫。虚幻引擎，可以可以。Press the Enter key。终端用户许可协议。Home 和 End 滚动。我就不能用鼠标吗？行吧。同意。我操，怎么还有啊？同意。Standard Expert。我是不是应该接个摇杆？我看看我的，接个手柄，说错了，接个手柄。我的 Xbox 手柄，不知道好不好使，好久没有用。看起来是好使。只推动左摇杆便能回旋的操作方法，直觉是进行操作的玩家。设置语音语言还能设置成日语，乐了。字幕语言为简体中文，那是当然的，不然我看不懂啊。为什么它这个标题页面非要是中文非要是英语的呢？我也不是很理解。总之，稍等片刻，我把直播链接分享一下。我们还有 multiplayer、Steam Store Options、Flight System、Standard、Type A 什么东西不是很懂。震动那肯定是要有的。鼠标 Control、Flight Stick， 怎么还有 HOTAS 的 ？Display Graphics Display HUD 肯定是要 on 的呀。仪表单位英尺和节吧，比较习惯这个。我觉得问题不大。Graphics 无边框 1080p VSync No 帧数限制无泛光效果动态模糊详细设置预先设置我能不能拉高一点呢？100就行了。差不多，应该差不多。音效、语言这都设置过的了。Copyright, credits, Steam Store, campaign. There we go. New game, special mission. New game. Casual, easy. 怎么还有比 easy 更轻松？我确实是第一次玩。无法中途更改难度啊！首次游玩跟首次接触有什么区别吗？既然玩爽游，对吧？肯定先玩这个最简单的难度嘛，对不对？乐了。
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me.
It does
a hell of a lot.
Hell of a lot.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
Deep dark blue 可还行。
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
欧西亚人。
Oh, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no
Error
longer a
of the
dream, it read.
Jones.
Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped.
Huh.
Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane.
我操，那你
Now,
牛
when
逼
I
啊！
say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it.
我操，
A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
确实。
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
中文字幕翻译的很有意境。
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier.
哇，自己造
All
的飞
this
机。
plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
"牛逼啊！这是什么东西？哇哇，风暴云
So I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least.
我操，
Damn, I've never seen anything move that
30
fast.
G 什么鬼？
It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
什么东西？听不懂。
Right. You should have been wearing a vest with me, you piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
为什么你被打了 ？Charge assault. Okay.
Is everyone here? Settle down.
Settle down.
I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yusia as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today.
这是什么地图？
Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high
Fort
alert.
Gray 不应该是格雷兹
All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke!
We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed. Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base.
这个
This
配
is
音
not a drill.
配音演出有点棒读啊，有点棒读。击坠敌方轰炸机。行。切换交战区域。Trigger， 然后从这里到 Clown、Knocker、Brownie、Golem 3、Golem 4，Target 是图95轰炸机，大概吧。Cloud Cover 疏云 ，Sky Condition Sunny， 这个汉化为什么它不能翻译全呢？我就不太理解，我确实不太理解。Briefing, quick mission, summary mission。没有教程的吗 ？F-104C、F-16C， 小型战斗机战损。我操，这什么东西？好丑啊！这个还行。大型多功战斗机，这应该就是 DLC 基地了吧？我还是开这个大家都喜欢的 F-16吧。F-16C 可以啊，漂亮啊！Nice， 就你了。Air-to-air missile。OK， 最多能锁定到4个目标，这还能预览，乐了。你目前的装备出击 ，Sortie， 好。
Squadron aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
法师队，这名字起。Charge assault. Mission 01.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Golem Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith.
按住 RT 来加速。
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Golem Squadron and your
好，
wingmen are
这个
airborne.
震起来
Take
了，
off and form up with Mage 1.
代入感。
Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
左右推是左滚转，右滚转。
Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Go
Roger
time。
that.
Golem 4 understood.
我是 Mage 2对吧？我要跟着 Mage
This is
1。
the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't
我
have
怎
many
么开火
escorts.
呀？
They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco 对 Wilco， 玩战舰世界也有 Wilco 这个，也有这个 Wilco 这个语音选项。
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told him. I had to fill an empty spot.
2个，哎我操，又多射了一发，那没事。
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
在那边。
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
啊，爽游，我喜欢爽。 AC 好像都是架空世界观，我感觉，它这个名字我都没有听过，包括从一开始的欧西亚什么空军开始怪怪的，但它应该是它这些机型肯定有不少都是现实机型，看 F16C 这个，跑在这么高的地方，那没事。爬升，它爬升怎么不损失速度的呀？我操，这飞机能量这么高的吗？ 应该射不到友军，导弹锁不上友军，应该是。我没有看到有什么锁定的，手动锁定的按钮。还有，哦，还真可以。来吧。哎我操，应该减速了。补充获取速度。往上拉，往上拉，妈人呐！我操！ 不行，我加速绕一圈了，我找不到人了。加速绕一圈。哎我操，找到人了！我是不是可以扫机炮啊？这个距离我都，我的目标在哪里？我的目标在上面。不行，不能这么走。第一次玩有点菜啊，不要在意这个问题。应该还没有到失速的这个程度吧？往下补充。 这个距离都他该不可逃逸区了吧，哥？这个距离该不可逃逸了吧？你怎么躲开的？啊，咬住他的屁股是吧？我先冲出去。驾驶员昏迷，车长昏迷。哎，我还是设这个主要目标。那没事。 他的护航怎么他妈打不下来呢？漂亮！这玩意儿比战雷好玩多了，有一说一。战雷你还要用机炮抓时机，用机炮咬人家屁股。我 YouTube 手机上 YouTube 声音没有关。 米格21是友军吗？应该是目标，应该是敌对目标吧。我这个 speed 是什么啊？是节吗？我能跑到600多节吗？不能吧。600节是什么概念？600节高超音速了吧？这该。我感觉是公里每小时。包括，但是这个高度呢？高度应该是英尺吧？特殊武器是什么？ 哦 ，anti-air missile。我的导弹能补充吗？哎，我操，牛逼！牛逼！
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
哦 ，miles per hour 有道理，那就很合理了。1009的话，差不多就是1马赫多一点吧。嗯 ，We'll go.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
为什么他们不用 Roger 要用 Welcome 呢？我也不是太懂这些术语，我只知道这个玩《三天世界》的时候，里面这个照办，中文的照办英文原文就是 Welcome。这个 Ferrari 不会是 Frazier 吧？怎么这么 Fury 的这个 ID？ 乐了，是不是该补充？好像不需要，他高度跟我差不多。我是用。没有必要，我感觉有点浪费。普通导弹得了。我不信你闪得开。然后这个红圈，哦，这个绿圈套上它，它就是那就是个不可逃逸区了，我感觉。好，我们套不上它，我乐了。不行。哇，这个叫什么来着 ？Control Surface， 我不知道它翻译应该是什么。漂亮。最低难度确实有点太那个什么，太顺利。对，就是这个 Fair Sea and Following Winds， 这是祝您一帆风顺。你是一代目，我信了，一代目都没玩过窝史，怎么可能知道这个窝史的这些指令？对吧？哦，他这个 Euros 还真是 Eurosean， 乐了。按急速回转，可以。其实我是算的是1000乘1.6，大概是1600嘛，然后1马赫大概是1200。不行，这太近了。我没有机炮的吗 ？Missile lock。我都不知道我怎么把它甩掉的。轨道升降梯。漂亮！等一下，我还是先打右边这个。向上飞会失速的吧？我好像不应该这么飞，但是也不是不行。好，漂亮！不可逃，那个圈我还是猜测是不可逃逸区的意思。我不知道啊，我没有被击中过，我猜应该是呼吸回血。毕竟是爽游，它不能给你搞得特别难，除非我选困难难度，或者是开始应该选个 expert， 然后再选个困难难度，对吧？那样就不一样了。你看这导弹的数量这么多，哎我操，这还能中，但是没有击杀呀。哦，这还能转视角的，乐了。不是我这个目标在哪儿了？哎，太空游戏玩多了，我总想无限制转向。哎，我操！我记得是可以通过滚转来躲导弹的 ，GTA 里面是可以这么玩的，但是我不知道皇牌空战行不行。通过疯狂滚转来躲导弹，我他妈我的目标呢？应该在我头顶上，不会吧？我先飞过去，再转向。Oh my tail， 还真是。我如果妈的，人呢？我再往前飞一点，再转回来。GTA 的飞机感觉也还好吧，没有太魔法。我操，这还能 miss？ 确实是这样。 啊，就这。漂亮。我换个这个。这不就对了吗？哦，这个 4AM 是有限制。Flare 怎么放啊？我好像没有告诉怎么放 Flare。这抢个锤子呀！这是最低难度的第1关好吗？ 哇，这个语音我不知道叫什么，好厉害！往上拉的时候，它就会形成这个语音。好帅这个特效！哦，现在要干什么来着 ？ENN。 Erosia， 不知道什么东西。好，这一关结束了，挺好玩的，爽游，挺好玩。还有怎么还有 replay 的？乐了。这是给你截图用的吧？怎么截图？跳过，不管。Hyper velocity air-to-air missile， 高速。
We are currently assessing the damage to the base.
你看我花了10几分钟，才20分钟了，我操！太了。半个小时，我玩了半小时了吗？
Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yuuzhan continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
乐了。怎么还在？我能不能加快播放速度？确实。 是我理解错了，我是傻逼，不要在意。不显示高低差，绕过吧。啊，我刚没看到那个结果，我操！算了，我一会儿可以看一下。先到下一个任务去吧。
As of 1 p.m. today. The Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yuuzhan, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yuuzhan, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yuuzhan peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENM.
它这个重复一次是什
Osea
么
launched
翻
an
译？
attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
确实有点像尼米兹。
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid.
我操！
Usha was on the wrong side of the planet.
还有这种事儿。
Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world.
乐了，影射美国
They
是吧
even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had been on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world.
这不就美国吗？
Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. 你怎么被打了呢？ In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived.
废话。
I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
你们发了什么东西？为什么一直在转圈？ 换到 WiFi 看看。Heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too.
那可能发就是转圈。
We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway.
哦，充当假的军事目标是吗？
So, I tried to escape.
吸引火力。
They found out and set the dogs on me.
乐的。 乐了，这表情就是转圈孩子。IUN。
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia.
那里面也不会有中国的飞机了。
The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east.
赞同势力这个怎么翻译？
The multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, we will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens,
但是它的战斗机机型并不是完全架空的，吧？有一些，你像我刚才选的 F16C 不就是 F16C 吗？可以。所以我要做的是，哎，我操，反了。要做的是从这里出发，然后 radar vehicle。radar vehicle，radar A 杠 APC，APC A 杠 radar vehicle 全是这些东西，行吧？从机体开发处获得强大的机体特殊武器和强化零件，看看。campaign 模式，完成任务。哦，已经获得了无法舍弃反省。对空战斗、对地战斗 ，attacker 应该是对地攻击机吧，我感觉，因为玩我使的时候，这个对吧？发射火箭弹攻击军舰的就叫 attacker， 我也是猜的，适合对地战斗。multi-role 就是多用途，确实。mobility 机动性 ，stability 稳定性，对空对地耐久。我现在在，我操，不是 F2A 是个什么东西？它凭什么在科技树的下一层啊？我要谷歌一下 F2A 是个什么东西。F2A 对啊，我印象中的 F2A 是2战时期的东西啊。对啊 ，F2A 水牛啊，还有什么 F4F 啊之类的 ，F4F6 啊，地蓝航线里面经常出现这些名字。所以这个 F2A 是个什么东西？这 F2A 明显不是现实中那个 F2A 吧？我还真是现实中也有这个东西。现实中日本的航空自卫队也有个 F2， 乐了。2000年服役的 F16C 呢 ？F16C 是什么时候？比 F2 比日本人的 F2 要早一点点。 也不是不能理解了。F14D 超级熊猫，这是对空，其中加速性，头下式追踪炸弹，制导炸弹，空中炸裂式空对空导弹。我现在有多少个点数我都忘了，我操，我怎么有这么多点数？我乐了。我要不要开发个什么东西呢？哎我操，我怎么这东西灵敏度怎么这么高？米格29，哎那没事，买不起。我操，这也买不起。哦，那我只能开发这个武器了。确定 ，yes。OK。返回省着点用。Start mission。F16C。带 GPD。确定。Sortie。
Mage Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Sortie ASAP.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
怎么没有直接起，没有从起飞开始？我乐了。
But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
平行移动和 F。啊，这样的。 他说我没有音爆云的吗？为什么有音爆云啊？这合理吗？
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
It's an air raid. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
怎么还能拦截到他们的通讯的？哎我操！就这。就这。
Because their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Attack the radar vehicle. Requested permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
现在就需要截击机。我操，这还有多个目标。 别漏目标了！我好像漏了个目标，漏了个 A 炮。还有一个。
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll come. Here they come. Take them down.
我操，那个是没打到吗？
Pay
我
attention
还
to
真没
who's
打
on
到。
what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellite. Target is reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
拉升！哎我操！ 哎我操，什么东西？为什么我飞这么低还能被雷达锁定的？我乐了。不行，没锁上。 我操，他妈的有点吓人。他妈的哪来这么多导弹？我操！ 我操！我操！我操！我操！怎么他妈的这么多敌机？减速回转。 怎么他妈这么多人啊！我乐了。怎么他妈还有直升机？为什么我还要打直升机？ 他妈都啥呀！哎我操，这不是我操，这还能打到？确实啊！我操！什么玩意儿啊！我感觉是因为简单模式下，它的导弹很难打到人，应该有这么个设计。 要不然我这个技术怎么可能能躲掉导弹？乐了。没打到。 哎我操！怎么回事？怎么就结束了？哦，他们要发射什么东西？无人机，他们要发射无人机了。我不到呀，发生了什么？
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile. Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
确实。他妈的，怎么又来导弹了？哎呀！主要是我没选这个那个 4AM。
That doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter? He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
终于打中了一个。
You're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
His blind spot. He's mine.
Locked.
跑掉了，应该跑不掉了。
Looks like I'm riding a roller coaster up here. Column 1, box 2.
别吧。
My wings are iced up.
Mage 2, you've iced up.
哎我操，好像打到地面了，那没事，有点尴尬，容易陷入失速。 这载弹量，魔法载弹量确实是这样的，这也是没有办法。确实。
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
目标到底在哪呢？他也在激动，我也在激动。
Don't try to read their movements. Fox 2. They have a lock on you. Shake them.
不是我在超音速巡航状态，为什么还导弹为什么还能锁得上我？这合理吗？我觉得这不合理啊！我在巡航状态，导弹应该是追不上我的呀。算了，这游戏本来就是爽赢，不能要求太高。
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
确实。然后话音刚落，是不是就炸了一下？好像。
Fox 2. Locked. Don't ice up in there.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
别，人头给我，求你了。
So drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
哦，高机机动是吧？但容易失速。这还能 miss 啊？我乐了。能不能来点机炮，来点热血狗斗啊！我操，这导弹天天 miss， 烦的呀！我可以远点再冲过去。终于打死了。
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
睡午觉还行。
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed.
我操，我能飞得这么
The
快
guys in charge take care of the rest.
？1200多英里每小时，光1.6马赫的得有。
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target, but HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no.
You've given us it. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
B 级还行，那我觉得太菜了，我太菜了，不太行，继续吧。Two-pronged strategy.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely.
voucher.
However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty.
这怎么能
Today, the
把飞机给
International
轰没
Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the
乐了，
carrier
我要成
Vulture
舰载
for a
机了。
joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101.
还有这种东西。
The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
不错不错，我要做的是，我看看 ，Trigger Clown， 这都是友军，然后我们要打 F16C 和 F4E。F4E 是什么飞机来着？为什么我查到的 F4也他妈的是那个 F4？60年代的那个 F4，F4U0，乐了。这应该是对空的吧？全面提升啊，这是。哇，双喷呐、双发的战斗机。帅啊！解锁啊 ，FA18，漂亮 ，A10C 乐了。米格29A， 先试试 F14D 的性能。等一下，这几个这个 DLC 飞机好像很强啊。试试这个 TLS 是什么 ？Air to Air、Air to Ground 都可以。Quick Maneuver， 高输出激光。哦，不错。 操，没有地面目标，就你了。试试这个看起来非常未来的战斗。怎么还有激光的？乐了。那我动都不动，后来真能加速。哦，这样插上去。好帅啊！其实也不帅，有点丑。我乱说。
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
所以，音爆云呢？
Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Mage 2, bandit down. Excellent work.
Target lock. Firing.
Missile! I can't!
我操，这么近！
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
看这导弹射得到我吗？ 他这个 friendly last 吓我一跳。怎么还 they got me 的？乐了。操！怎么还抢我人头的？ 我这个从下往上射导弹没有优势啊，导弹能量不够啊。我好像失去方向了。无所谓了。来，上下冲出云层不是你这个雷达怎么这么？我还弹起来了，乐了。
Caution, missile!
Caution, a large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft stay alert.
我操！这是他妈的无人机母舰。这个螺旋桨真的不会撞一起吗？牛逼啊，这技术！ 我应该选那个八目标导弹的。操！
just waiting for mission command.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Dodging everything I throw at them.
These guys will go down easy.
Break, now!
Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile. Missile.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
Missile. Missile.
这怎么打呀？
Big baby Huey. Hostile on your tail.
我知道，我知道，别说了。
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
这怎么这么冷静啊？这个 Skeleton One Lost。
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
This is Column 3, Column 2's hit! Status report. Shit, Column 2, do you copy?
我操，我操，我中弹了。
Column 2, instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Stubborn bastards. Take them all down.
是觉得你很勇。
Skeleton 3's lost.
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
Missile. Missile.
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
我操！他妈是个什么东西？
Skeleton 2 lost.
We got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they noticed earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Column 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Column 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and call your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Locked.
Missed. Yowza. Don't think, focus.
Damn it, I can't break away!
Mage 2, missile launch. Mage 2, UAV down.
This is Mage 1, I'm spiked.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
这合理吗？
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Miss，
My status is fine.
可以理解。好像出射程。
Leaving Operation Airspace with Column 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Sir, it's Ricky.
我的天！
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
我有点懵。
Not on my watch.
Damn it, I can't break away!
啊，好了，找到目标了。
Got one in my sights. Get those UAVs off of France.
Get your asses out. Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared.
作为飞行员，是不是应该心理素质好一点？ 我操 ，stall 还失速了。
Bandit is in my sights.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hot shot? It's a miss. Then we just might make it out. Don't look back. Just have faith. Call them in. They know you eject. And we'll pay it.
Going for the loner.
Mage Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can
漂
you
亮。
help him?
In gun range.
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Getting out of here. Machines don't get tired.
漂亮。
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator.
He's bad。不是你这个战斗机驾驶员的心理素质怎么这样啊？
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
我都不知道谁是谁。
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got thrown?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now.
我操，闷死了！
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one.
Mage 2,
How can I retreat with a UAV on my tail?
Distract the bandit. Buy your friend some time.
careful of ice formation.
That's it, baby. Come to puppy.
这个圈儿是什么意思？我其实还没有搞懂。 All clear.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
天哪！唉，打得很烂，只能说。我操，怎么还回去了几架？这不全回去了吗？怎么全回去了？我们白打了。
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing.
怎么还要我降落的？
2 miles to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high. 1 mile to runway. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
应该是降落好了吧？我不懂。
Nicely done, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be
这么
ready
好
for
的
your
飞
next
机，我
strike.
要再打不过的话，我是太菜了。
Mage Squadron, this is the...
Advanced small diameter bomb.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
这翻译好奇怪啊，是不是从繁体中文直接扒过来的？这还有 A 级，乐了。来。
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age.
这么早了还上天？
The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
这是 双线叙事是吗？等于说。
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling.
Good.
Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there.
他们觉得我在助纣为虐呢。SAM 可还行，3座对空导弹发射，12座防空机枪。我操，我有这么多了吗？聪明，我就试试这个吧。试试这个激光吧。还能 select parts。Body, arms, mist。就这俩呀。行。
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Sortie ASAP. 好，救出前总统。Cloud cover broken 可还行。
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
就是穿过这些红色区域嘛，那还挺简单的。好吧，不简单，不简单，不简单，不简单。云哪里有云？哪里有云？让我躲一躲。还是说我应该从左边穿过去？哦，应该走这儿，那没事。
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
我操，那个太空电梯，我靠，我看到了。你可是走迷宫呢。这还挺好玩的。
Trigger, you got 2 directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
这条路可以直接穿过去，那肯定走右边。
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
哇，这还最后加一句。
3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes.
We're on high alert.
He entered the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
右拐或左拐。
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
我操！不是他这个防空雷达为什么不100%覆盖呢？这社区有问题吧？我是不太理解。这么窄个缝我能过去吗？好难啊！ 好像是可以。
Titan Watch, status report. How could anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert.
怎么还强化警戒了？我操！
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
乐了。
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Missile launched.
这是 miss 还是击中目标？
Missile closing. Evade. Page 2 locked. Target destruction confirmed.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Golem Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your jobs.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before before they can respond. Mage 2, target destroyed. Half of the SAM sites are down. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
我操！我操！我操！我操！吓我一跳，原来是机炮。
Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
你妈能不能来个人帮忙啊？
Mage 2 blocked. All SAM sites down.
哦 ，Sam 终于
There
终
are
于
still
完蛋了。
AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Half of the anti-air guns down.
就这。
Missile launched.
Hostile eliminated.
In gun range.
Nice.
All anti-air guns destroyed.
地面这贴墩啊，
Landing zone is secure.
哎，太敷衍了吧？
Roger. Running point sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin, we're up to me on 2 timings.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the X-Press's location now. Run for the container! Yeah, Mage 2 destroyed the target. Golem 2, hang in there. Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper! Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harlan, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harlan alive? Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
我操！
They got the chopper!
挨了把狠。
Sierra 2! That was thermobaric! Rocket!
Damn. UAV down.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down. Hold the soldier who had this radio.
我操！我操！怎么回事？
Shot down.
为什么我失速了？操！太危险了。乐了。啊 ！Retreat from checkpoint。我操！怎么还这儿保
Rescue
存点？
craft on the
行，
ground is defenseless. Golem and
行吧。
Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
原来我有机炮啊！ 我乐了。原来我还有机炮的吗？但是我不用机炮的。
UAV destroyed. UAV confirmed down. Missile launched.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane!
我操，怎么还炸到了？乐了，我菜了。
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They're swarming. There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermobaric! Rocket!
Damn.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. That's about half. Mop up the rest.
我操！
Missile away.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Will do. Targeting gun range. Three remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent you information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can go for.
Mage 2, blocking.
This is Column 3. Imagine on my 6. I can't get away.
Target down. Nicely done. All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wants to dismiss his flight.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
只有我没有作战单位吗？乐了。哇，40多公里。
Roger. Sending UAVs to the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Trigger, enemy UAV down. Nice work. Keep it up.
Understood. An arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Forces have already changed.
It didn't connect.
Control 1, where's the signal?
Missile hit from friendly.
Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my orders.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency. Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle squadron, babble.
Enemy U. Gargoyle 3 to babble.
Double Roger.
我操，怎么带这么多导弹了？这他妈！帅啊！
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle squadron, report. HQ, one hit was scored. Vessel intercepted by UAV. The elevator's wind break surface crash. Nothing more. Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
空优 S superior blah blah blah.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
Assess what?
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
在那儿呢。
Radar lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
Wow,
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're
obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launching from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
我尽力了，我尽力了，好吗？
Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1.
这都是什么东西？
Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs. We've run out of time. Return to base. The mission has failed.
What？ 这还怪我吗？意思是？
Arsenal Bird is entering the AO. We cannot continue the rescue mission. All aircraft withdraw.
意思是我的锅吗？这怎么玩啊？意思是我要带那个什么导弹吗？带那个八个目标导弹。我再试试。
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle squadron, report. HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak surface crash. Nothing more. Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay? Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Thanks, Mage 2.
我操，这么多目标，我怎么办啊？
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mage 2, missile away. UAV down. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launching from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
What?这又失败了。
Oh my God! Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was
What?
A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
怪我了。
To protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
我操，
Arsenal Bird is
怪我啊！
entering.
意
All
思是，
aircraft withdraw immediately.
不是这是失败了吗？还是这是通关了，然后通关之后的袭击？
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
这是任务失败了吧？怪了，重罪。
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
啊这。啊这。啊这。怪我了，行吧。B 级。幻影2000，再看看下一个人物。
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osia didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
哦，两个主角相遇了。
My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass.
大笨蛋。
He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate, a guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
4想起了虎虎虎。
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base.
Huh.
This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
打雷了还是？
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off.
啊这。
Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
啊这也太……哎呀，我去下洗手间，稍等片刻。哎。 OK， 我回来了。哎，这个 AC7 还是挺有意思的。这是 Ally， 我们要从这里怎么走？米格29，苏33，图95，图95，这敌人也不多呀。继续。咋还送了我几个新机体呀？这个性能好像就没几个能比得上的呀。你看看这几个，我即使把科技树拉到最顶 ，F35C 都出来了，乐了。YF32，这怎么感觉像咱们的出口机型呢？YF23说错了，不是，那没事了，是那个还是美的的。乐了 ，F22A 猛禽，苏57，等于就是美苏两条，这个美俄两条这个战斗机线科技树，这都是升级品了，插件，我操，真他妈贵！我还不如继续开着我这个玩意儿。乐了，我干啥要去开你这个垃圾玩意儿？我肯定开这个呀。这个感觉不错，就你了。我感觉有点作弊啊，真的。买 DLC 不就是叫什么氪金了就变强了吗？有点这个感觉。对吧？有点。
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies.
乐了。我这飞机。
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Fire control system.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
我雷达锁定也不行。
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandar. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Lord.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
23, this is Spur 1. Numbers we can handle. We're safe enough. Spur Squadron.
这个 European Fighter 就是那种 European 的谐音。我快2马赫了，我感觉。
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base.
Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that?
They're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower. Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team.
我操，还是要打吗？一直。
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
What?
Gonna have to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kills after it starts?
This is the penal unit.
The count's going forward.
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done. Fox 2, Fox 2.
What?
米
格29，它不是轰炸机啊。苏33也不是轰炸机啊。红色的才是我的主要目标。595来了来了。
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
不小心射了枚导弹。
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
我们又按到导弹了。
Next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines.
那我有
3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer. Your ass is mine. Die.
没打到吗？这还能闷死啊？我操！我操！
It's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
We can't break away. We can't. We lost all of them. Where the hell are we out of here?
Do they really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
I'm hit. I'm hit.
这他妈都能射实啊！你妈的，承受我的怒火吧，米格29。
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound.
Hey, what's up?
And support.
All aircraft follow me. Use your camera. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
哎，我操！
Don't on my tail.
他还上下摆动是甩标导弹。
Trigger again. Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? missed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out. That tail is wide open.
This is a pretty nice
应该
ride.
在我
It's been serviced
我
pretty good.
左边
Can't believe
的
these things used to be scrapped.
怎么操他妈的！
Imagine that she'd have up her sleeves anyway. Miss, maybe she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was tough luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
我他妈杀了这么多人了，哥！
4 targets remaining.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Too far, Dunce. Get closer.
Missile.
That tail is wide open.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
3 targets remaining.
Begin the attack.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
Spare 8, watch your mouth.
Bingo. Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Missile.
怎么只是 hits？ 没杀掉粉。
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy has a lock.
Chew on lead, pal.
Two targets remaining.
Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. The paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. I guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
1 bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first serve.
我设施了吗？不，没有。
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB.
Return to base.
Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
不是怎么
Just checking.
怎么降落呀？哦，没让我降落，那还好。
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
落魄。
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Oh, 他已经讲完了，那没事。看看下个人物。 我直播多久了呀 ？Salty Sailor。不管。
Mihai's granddaughters like to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance.
确实。
From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia.
又回去了。
The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom.
阿热。
But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime.
然后又回来了王国。
Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem.
哇！哇，这小姐姐好看。
She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy.
不穿丝袜差评。
This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches.
太动画了一点，感觉。
They started singing.
这个人的样子看起来就很。
The support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic.
Angelic.
I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Long day.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
但我会耗尽弹药吗？113个地面敌人，我操！有没有什么对地的？3600发个还行。唉，霰弹导弹，高输出激光。8 AM， 那我感觉我还不如用这个，好像还不太行。我感觉我还不如，哇，我还不如用这个呢。F2A， 这是什么？长对成空对剑，还能打剑，可以，这个有点意思。Yes， 看看这个 F2A， 这个机型看起来很古老的样子，还真是日本那个 F2啊，上面有日语，我看到了。提升减速性能。这是什么？哦，提升导弹威力，这肯定要呀。不够了呀！近炸隐性，问题不大，可以，不错。 sortie。
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
看起来不错。Long day， 漫长的一日。我们想起了土拨鼠之类的。
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
大量破坏敌人来达成目标分数，破坏越多敌人越能获得高过关评价。
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can. Getting out of rock. Thinking.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Large oil tank.
Regular aircraft that join later needing
怎
any
么还有
repairs or ammo will fly
油
over
罐
the
的？
return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Fire set up a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave it to me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Mad Dog's finally come around.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Insane. Trigger. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do. Fox 2. Spare 15 locked. Spare 15 target destroyed.
I'll try the building, so support me. Take care of the anti-aircraft guns. Ice on my wings.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out.
我操！
Into a more crowded area.
乐了
Try to catch some more lead.
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day.
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count?
Haha, Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
Why are you so proud of that, full band?
不要60是轰炸机。
That's for us. Take care of it. All enemy bombers destroyed. That should put a wrench in their plans.
Oh, we can sleep in for once.
That bomber's getting away. Chase it down like you mean it, morons. Fox 2. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
AA gun down. AA gun down.
你左边还有目标，还是打近一点的。
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
太浪了。
They're after me.
Missile.
Missile coming at you.
Missile.
You want to die?
Missile. Missile.
Missile fire to you, High Roller.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Missile. Missile.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Caution. Pull up.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Vehicle down.
die by kissing the ground like an idiot.
AA gun down.
Locked on. My finger's on the trigger.
Maybe if we had some anti-surface weaponry.
怎么还要炸桥的？乐了。 CH-47是什么东西？
Someone take out the AA.
Targeting gun range. Fire.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in, but it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one.
我怎么用上了那个什么东西？ 害我！
Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Van Dog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
The bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note letter desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
妈了！妈了，没有射箭啊！
Enemies locked on you.
算了，我去打飞机吧。
Locked on target. Fox 2. Don't worry about crashing. Worry about your sins.
Are you freelancing as a priest now as well as a jailer?
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
You've done a fair amount of work to the ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise.
You really are good at murdering people, Trigger. Too easy for someone who's used to killing presidents. Ex-presidents. Some was the difference. Whatever, still got
What's up?
lines.
Turn and burn. Missile headed for you. Enemy has a lock on me.
Trigger, they have a lock on you. The enemy can only hit us from one position. Trigger sights on there.
哪些是 SAM 啊？我操，我来不及分辨的呀！
Locked on. My finger's on the trigger.
Trigger, behind you.
Fox 2.
我操！我操！我操！我操！我操！我操！我操！
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Aircraft approaching at high speed, bearing 280.
这他妈是什么东西？
They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Machines are not replacing humans.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Approaching.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're You're too high.
这真的是这么降落的吗？前起楼架先落地，不对吧？还能换武器，这么麻烦。不需要我自己拉伸的，乐了。还是一个过场动画，也不需要我自己收起落架。唉，继续打吧。
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just pawns.
That lion son of a bitch! Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
确实。怎么还有倒计时的呀？
Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller missile, shake it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! High roller missile, another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
aircraft 翻译成机体，到底是谁的翻译？
Okay, all that's left below you is piles of rubble. Look for more enemies. Let's see if they can't hit you this time.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
Man, these guys are agile.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots? Shut up.
Try and stop me.
3 minutes remaining.
I'm getting behind Trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless.
Everyone knows you can reach your numbers.
Nice job, Trigger. That's 5. I've shut down 6.
Bullshit. You're still on 2.
Hey, are you sure your radar's working right? It's the mission and the ones who stayed that are crazy.
Engage or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, little guard dog. Trigger, missile incoming.
You'll pay for this.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle the best once and for all. 7 down, that's more than an ace. I'm finally finding my groove.
Missile.
2 minutes remaining.
Spare 15 is cleaning up. 10 crafts down.
Missile.
Spare 15 locked on.
这是打到是没打到，这是锁到了是没锁到，现在应该锁到了。好，这一块区域都清干净了，可以了，走了。还有1分钟。
1 minute remaining.
1分钟够了。
Fox 2, Fox 2. Yeah, target destroyed.
等一下，我不会漏了一个吧？哦，还有一个卡车，行吧。
30 seconds remaining.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Trigger's destroyed all the trucks.
Bring it to the tunnel. They're taking off from inside. Tunnel? You gotta be kidding.
Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already. Some.
窃字，操！
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them.
啊，这怪我了，行吧？确定。Next mission. 啊 ，First contact， 不会是外星人吧？饿了。
You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Ocean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
"还行，目标不是很多，还行。 和29。这右边这是什么东西？导弹系特殊武器的装填时间 PS。解锁了这么多机型，但是这些都不如我的 ADF11-F。还是带上这个吧，万一有比较棘手的空中目标可以用来试试。塞满了，可以。打完这关就先下了。啊，哈哈哈。英西 Valley 听起来非常中国的一个地名。
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
我操，这地形可以啊。
Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
I've never flown this close to a mountain.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed. Target is down. Well done.
Enemy is locked on.
我操，这什么鬼天气？
Don't panic. They'll crash on their own.
Spare 15 launching missile.
我操，太惊险了！
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia?
They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I could find out. Enough talk.
Fire! They have nowhere to run.
They have everywhere to run. 几个目标还不多，我肯定优先，对吧？
Break! Spare 15 blocked. Destruction of target facility confirmed.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the general staff office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
I can't see in this suit. Gotta fly by instrument.
SAM sights down. Keep destroying radar facilities.
There's a lock on Trigger's burn. Fly between those rocks and this wind?
拉起来，拉起来了，没事，没事，再飞一轮，再飞一轮。找不到我的目标，主要是。好，现在应该找到了。啊，找到了。
Spare 15, Fox 2.
The wind! I can't fly straight!
Use the winds to guide you, amateurs.
这任务完成了吧？应该。
Targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
我操！
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home too.
抛弃副油
Things
箱
don't，always go perfectly.
太刺激！我操，这闪电，怕人呐！也给劈到了。
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Miss. Figured UAVs wouldn't like lightning. Let's go.
Thanks. I owe you.
All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there. Missile inbound, evasive maneuvers, break! Cyclops 2, watch your 6. Cyclops 4, enemy on your tail.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Missile fired at you!
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
They don't even have time to check radar.
我操，
UAV down.
累死！
Cyclops 2, look behind you. Vandal, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
射早了。
Cyclops 4, hostile behind you.
Spare 15, locked on.
Missile.
Spare 15, launching missile.
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Roger.
Missile.
UAVs move slow to go. Watch your tails, guys.
Locked on bandit.
Cyclops 2, missile inbound.
Cyclops 3, watch your ass! Hostile behind me!
This is bad. We're fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try and stop me.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger. UAV destroyed.
Formation. I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs. Missile inbound. Drinking.
Cyclops 3,
Missile closing. Breaking.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud.
Missile away. Target is still alive.
They move pretty good for machines.
Evading incoming missile.
Team locked on.
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3!
Cyclops 3, break! Missile inbound! Enemy has a lock on me.
我操！这还给他闪开了，你妈妈的！
Cyclops 3 is taking fire. We're not gonna last much longer unless you support us properly. Cyclops 3 has broken off. Vandal, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You fucking tell me 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil count. Don't make me laugh.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Oh.
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Ah, give me a break. You have more choice for us?
Spare 8, champ. We'll be approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8. No dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
Oh no, oh no.
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Yeah, shot down champ. He was toying with him. Spare 10 lost. Another one.
What the fuck?
Recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Miss? Fucking miss?
Force-craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can
You
use.
fucking
Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take up the rear. Forget it. Triggers
challenge
head
me.
on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
哎我操！
Don't call me that.
Spare 15, caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss an opening. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard. I'm in position.
不行啊！
Soul 2, this is Soul 1.
Soul 2 here. What's up?
Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Shaking bandit.
Spare 15, launching missile.
Wiseman, you see that color? He's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Go get him.
Soul 1, going to assist. You do your jobs and I'll do mine.
Bandits in the clouds. Chase them down. You've got this.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Soul 1, this is Soul 2. My status is fine. Do not interfere. Soul 1, the clouds are overhead. Let's return to base. Affirmative.
What？ 我就放跑了，这是杀不掉的意思吗？我每次都只是击中，我击中还好多发导弹了呀，为什么他妈的？为什么他死不掉啊？这合理吗？
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
我操！
Runway is clear. You have
permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1 mile to go. Great work. Nice job in not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him.
Ace.
It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today.
确实。
Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
做完这个就先下了，今天先播到这里了。邂逅。
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away.
确实，我猜。
Well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
这还有 A 级，没有 S 级。啊，今天先到这儿，先到这儿。Quit mission。啊，这。好，先到这里了，再见。 再见。哦，3个小时。